I really hate to be the bearer of bad news, but you know you got worms, right? You do. If you live in the United States, if you've ever walked around barefoot, if you have ever eaten meat of any kind, if you have ever eaten sushi, if you have ever had a pet, you got worms. I went foraging the other day looking for black walnuts. I did not find any black walnut trees, but I did find a shagbark hickory. And so I cut these nuts up. They can be used similarly, the shagbark hickory as the black walnut. And so I got 2 quart jars worth of shagbark hickory nuts, and I'm making a tincture out of this. This will sit here for about 6 months in vodka. And then a family member found some black walnuts for me, and I was able to make 4 quarts of black walnut tincture. And this will also sit in here for about 6 months. Do be prepared. They stain up your hands real bad. So after the 6 months is up, you will just strain the nuts and holes out of your vodka and then let that sit again for another 6 to 8 weeks, because the tannins in there will taste real bad, and giving it that extra 6 to 8 weeks will just help mellow that very strong flavor out a little bit. And then you just take like a half a shot or less for about 2 weeks at a time, and that will help take care of any intestinal parasites you may have. I think it's so sad that most Americans like to play make-believe that worms aren't a thing here. We don't have parasites in the United States. Yes, we do. And they cause a whole myriad of illnesses and chronic problems. Dude, we need to be deworming ourselves on a regular basis. And from what I have read, it would be wise to deworm yourself for 2 weeks and then lay off for 2 weeks. And you can do that in various ways, various light ways, various intensive ways. You really do need to know what you're doing, though. I'm no expert, and I'm not giving you advice on how to do that. But you don't just want to live your life in a state of deworming yourself, okay? You need to take some time off from that, but you do need to do it because worms are real. So anyway, now is a good time to go out and forage for black walnuts. You want them in their green state. I'm just going to warn you that they are very difficult to break up. People online be like, this is so easy. Maybe mine just got a little bit too mature, but I broke them up, but it was with great difficulty.